I've always wanted to talk to you at 3 o'clock in the morning, and now I've got my chance.
Well, it's 12:30 or 12 o'clock.
Oh, it's not that late. Of course, you're only 8 hours. OK. Now, listen, Pamela, we're going to get to serious things in a moment. First of all, 30 years of Baywatch. I'm stunned by that statistic.
It's impossible.
You don't look like you've aged 1 minute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's that vegan diet. You gotta get on.
Right, I want you to persuade Piers to become vegan, Pamela, because he's so rude about vegans. He's read a story this morning that one barrister is proposing that we should make meat illegal and ban it completely. Piers cannot even stomach the idea that people love high street vegan sausage rolls. Tell him he's wrong.
You're wrong. That's easy. It shows your age. If you're not vegan, you must be, you know, over 30, 40, over 50.
No, actually, so here's my issue with vegan. I don't care. If you want to be a vegan, absolutely fine with me. I do care when I have these QCs now saying they want to criminalise eating meat. It's going to be illegal. You're going to be put in jail if you eat a burger or something. Why should I not be allowed to just carry on eating whatever I like and you eat whatever you like? If you want to eat gruel and kale and all that stuff, then fine.
Exactly. I think you should eat whatever you want. It shouldn't be criminal.
Oh, no, I want you to persuade him.
I knew you'd agree with me, Pamela.
Oh, it would have been such an amazing moment.
Can I ask you, Pamela, while we're on the subject of contentious issues, what do you make of the way the world is now going to gender neutrality? And the reason I mention that is that there's a story in the paper today that after Sam Smith, the singer, said he's now non-binary, gender neutral, that the Brit Awards, a big music event in Britain, is now going to potentially next year go gender neutral. There won't be best female categories or best male. They'll all be put into one. What do you think of that?
Well, I mean, it should just be best person, I guess. But I mean, I like being a girl. I'm not really I don't really think too much about that. I prefer using all my superpowers as a woman.
Yeah, you see, I very much like you being a girl, and I'd like to celebrate feminine excellence, feminine beauty, feminine talent, all those things. What worries me about this gender neutrality craze that's going on is if all the award shows just become one thing, and then does sport follow? I mean, do women stop being allowed to be women?
Well, I don't even like award shows or sports.
Really?
So.
What do you watch?
Yeah, what I watch? I don't really watch a lot of television, except for I have a lot more time than I'm here in Vancouver. So I'm finally figured out how to put on Netflix. I'm really old school. I don't know anything about gadgets.
Well, I spend most of my time watching Baywatch reruns, to be honest with you, but that's something between me and my maker. Let's turn to something more serious, Pamela. Your friend Julian Assange remains in Belmarsh prison, probably the toughest prison in Britain. You feel very angry that he's still in there. What do you think should be done now to try and resolve this situation?
Well, he needs to be set free. First of all, he's an Australian in the UK, waiting for a U.S. extradition. And so he was right by seeking asylum because everything he said that was going to happen happened. And now he's in prison. I visited him in Belmarsh. That's not a place you want to go visit, and it's especially a place you don't want to leave one of your dear friends. And I care a great deal about Julian, and I think he's been, psychologically tortured. That's been talked about in the UN. And I just hope that people understand this is a good person who has dedicated himself to telling the truth to the public, which we deserve to know, exposing war crimes. And the people that he's exposed haven't faced any penalty, but he is sitting in prison because there's obviously a lot more secrets to keep. And he's just a fantastic guy. I saw him, he hugged me, he picked me up off the ground. He's still this testament of the human spirit, but he is unhealthy there, and we need to just make sure that he doesn't get extradited.
The argument against him is that the reason he's in prison, he got a 50-week jail term after he'd previously jumped bail by going to hide in the Ecuadorian embassy. Why didn't he face the music? Why didn't he face the music originally? He could have spared himself all this.
Going to be extradited to the United States. He would have gone to Sweden if they promised not to extradite him, and where he won't receive a fair trial. So it's not that he didn't face the music. He sought asylum, and he should have, because his life is at risk.
Well,
He's even gone through the whole time that they put him in prison. They're going to keep him there until the extradition hearing. So, you know, the UK is subservient to the United States, and so is Australia, which is really disappointing. I think he should come to Canada.
Well, that may be a way to resolve it. Pamela, we'll move on. Before we let you go, I know you feel passionate about that, and we've given you a good chance to defend your friend, and quite right that you should do so. Let me just end on a happy note. Of all the Baywatch moments, given it's the 30th anniversary, what was your favourite?
Well, you know, I was pregnant. I was there. I was 6 months pregnant before I left the show, and then I came back just a month after Brandon was born. So just bringing Brandon on the set was a lot of fun, and you know, it was the best job in the world.
It really was. Fantastic show. You were fabulous in it. It created an iconic character, but you're a lot more than just a Baywatch star, and we know that. Always good to have you on the programme, Pamela, and thank you for staying up so late for us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And Piers' vegan conversion is delayed for another day.
Yeah, because Pamela made it quite clear she doesn't care what I eat. She just wants to do her thing. Let me do mine. Thank you, Pamela. My kind of vegan.